Hello and welcome to HealthCast 305. Today is just Robbie, but not really. It's not just Robbie. It's going to be a podcast with me and Liesbet Pryke. And I say that in that accent because she actually speaks with a British accent. So I'm being really annoying towards her. But you know what's more annoying is that we recorded an entire podcast and then I lost like 80% of the podcast. It was a long one. Well, it was like 45 minutes. I only have 8 of it. So that's like 1/7. That's like 14%. So I am here today to create some excellent filler, and then I'm going to have her come on afterwards. So, because in the filler isn't just filler. Let me tell you, this is about my experience with her and her HypnoThai sessions. So HypnoThai is a combination of hypnotherapy and Thai massage. And that's what she does. Hypnosis and massage. And she has a very soothing voice, and she's very strong. So it's a great combination. I actually found out about Liesbet through a general kind of marketing and outreach program for like healing professionals in the Miami downtown Brickell area. And she was very knowledgeable, and she had told me about her services, and she had some shoulder pain herself, so we traded services. So I got to know a little bit about what she does instead of just taking her word for it, right? So that's always good. Instead of just going on a podcast without knowing anything about someone, you actually can talk to them and meet them in person, and then they can try their services out on you, so then you can actually accurately articulate what it is. And being a physical therapist, I think that's perfect because I know about the human body, she knows about the human body, and I can use my knowledge to adequately describe to you guys what it was like. So it started out with me giving her physical therapy, and I did pretty well on her. I think she was doing very well afterwards, and she just has to do her homework, which is the main thing. I think she will. But with her, what she did with me was she started off with about I felt like 30 or 40 minutes of Thai massage. And that's interesting because I lay on like this mat on the ground, and what she'll do is using her whole body. So sometimes she'll use her legs and she'll push into me to rotate me, and sometimes she'll use her hands. But you don't really know what's going on because your eyes are closed and you're relaxing. And she'll do this. It's a massage technique, but it's not like a regular table massage. It's got like the classic, there's a table with beach sounds and someone's doing this on your back up and down lightly. It's not like that. It's there were some noises. She put some relaxing noises on the computer. But it really is more about her putting you into this relaxed state, right? Because it's a combination of hypnosis and Thai massage. So for that first 30 to 40 minutes, it might have been longer, I don't know. I'm not good at telling the time when I'm relaxed. She worked on me. She went all the way from the feet up to the legs, and she actually got some cavitations or cracks out of my back. So she did that just with her experience. And I don't know if she was going for that, but it worked. It relaxed me a lot. Just talking about it is relaxing me right now. So she did that. She worked on my upper back, as well as my arms and even my hands and forearms, which feels the best to me because those are areas that like no one ever works on or does anything with. And so it was nice to actually get those worked on a little bit. So after that, I was super relaxed. I was nice and chill. And then she sat beside me like on the couch and started going through the hypnotic type situation where she talked to me and got me to get sleepier and sleepier, and then she did some suggestion, some regular stuff. It wasn't intimidating at all. It was actually pretty cool, and she helped me with some things that we had talked about. So HypnoThai is a combination of hypnosis and Thai massage. It's really unique, and it has a really cool name. So I give it an A+. Personally, I'm gonna write her a review. She needs a Google page. We're gonna have to talk about getting her a Google business page because that's what it's all about now. 2020, it's got to be on the Google. So I just want you to listen into the 8 minutes that I did save, that I didn't intentionally destroy, because I'm evil just listen to these next 8 minutes, and she talks a little bit about her background, what it's like, and I can cut up some good parts of it, and I think you'll get to know and learn a little bit about what she does and some of the aspects of where she's coming from. And in the future, I think we're gonna have another podcast with her where she might even try some of this on me, like digitally through the computer, and you can see what it's like. So that might be interesting, a podcast where you're being hypnotized. Me being hypnotized. You shouldn't get hypnotized because if you're driving and you're listening to someone hypnotize you, it could cause a massive crash, and there could be a lot of issues following that I'm not prepared to pay the price for. So don't do that. But listen to this next 8 minutes after this, and hopefully this little section beforehand got you to know a little bit about her, and you can develop some opinions towards it afterwards. So once again, HealthCast 305 episode, I don't know, I'll figure it out, it'll be in the name. And here it is. It's just going to start pretty abruptly, so don't be offended, and enjoy. I'm gonna make this super efficient now. Ready? We've gone through it once. We're gonna do it again. It's gonna be like a 40-minute information fest. All right.
Go.
So today we have Liesbet Pryke, who is a practicing yoga teacher, a massage therapist, and a hypnotherapist. I am Dr. Rob, your host. Okay, this is our third try at getting this episode down, and we're gonna get it this time. So excuse me if I sound short with Liesbet, or if I reprimand her or scream at her throughout the podcast. It's totally understandable. So tell me, Liesbet, how did you get your startup? Like, how did this all start? From the yoga teacher, the massage therapist, the hypnotist, what was the path like for you in the beginning?
So I was saying that I used to work in the financial world, and I had some health issues. And so I think it really started as a journey about me. And I had a really good massage therapist that used to come to my mom. She's awesome. I always like to give her a big shout out. Pam.
Oh,
I think she's like 80
Pam.
something now. Yeah, she's awesome. And she would come and she would talk to me about all the latest things that she was doing. And it was always so interesting, way more interesting than financial notes.
Yeah, super jealous, I
In my
bet. You're like,
opinion.
oh, no, it
So
is.
I started with Swedish massage, and then I did aromatherapy and shiatsu. And then I was working in London carrying my table. There's no lift, so I was carrying my table upstairs. And I realized that I probably needed to do some strength training or something to survive. So somebody recommended a yoga class with this guy who had come in from LA and blah, blah, blah. So I think it was one of my first ever yoga classes, and the guy completely wowed me. I don't know if he really wowed me. It was more about the state, the energetic state that I got in that I really, really liked. It was like a really nice high from meditating and chanting.
Yeah.
So I think, now when I look back, I realize that you're starting to go into the alpha state, and I love that. So that was really probably what encouraged me to do my teacher training. Was a 9-month teacher training, life-changing, helped me quit smoking and all kinds of other things. And then I moved to America. I got married and had my daughter. Well, while I was pregnant, I was working out, what do you do? What yoga can you do or can't do? I was asked to teach prenatal yoga, which I didn't really want to, but I did. And then it became almost everything that I did. And I started to learn about birthing, the birth process, and becoming a doula. And during that journey, I started to do these guided meditations with the women. And then again, it's one of those moments where I look back and I think that was actually hypnosis, because they would do their workout, they trusted me, they would lay back or lay on their side if they were heavily pregnant and go into this deeper state, and I would give them all these positive suggestions. And then this is where we got to last time. that I was online and I
Mm-hmm.
was looking at this nutrition class that I had done online, and I saw something about hypnotherapy. And I thought, that is the weirdest thing to do hypnotherapy online, because it seems like it's such a personal thing. How does that work online? So I watched a video of the I guess she's the founder of the school, Linda, and I realized that actually it's the perfect way to have hypnosis, because if you're at home, you're super comfortable, super relaxed. It would take out any of the fear, um, or anxiety, or a lot of it, by just not being in someone else's physical presence. So that's how that began. And I don't know, I really took to it. I love it. It's such a beautiful process. You can see a lot of changes happen in people's lives. And it's very gentle, yeah, it's pretty gentle, right?
Very to pretty, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends. There are well, I think it's a pretty gentle process,
Yeah, it
because
is.
all it is, you're going into this deep state of relaxation, and just, it's kind of like you're traveling in the, subconscious mind, and just reprogramming it. So, when we're in that young stage of 0 to 8, we're very open. We
Mm-hmm.
kind of absorb things. So most of our beliefs come from that age. Zero, it depends who you talk to, 0 to 7, 0 to 9. But a lot of our deeper beliefs are from that time period. And they're not always productive. So it's almost like you can go in and, it doesn't have to be that you have some dramatic thing that you want to shift. It could be just that you want to fine tune something.
Yeah. So, I mean, you took me through the process of this the other day. She actually did a little bit of hypnosis on me, and it was very relaxing. It was after a session of Thai massage, which was extremely relaxing. And then we went right into that, which was really good because I was relaxed, and then the double relaxed me. And then I feel like I was super, you could have I could have done anything. I was at your control. Like, you didn't even
Don't
need
say
like the
that.
little
That's not even.
swinging. I'm just joking. You didn't even need the swinging clock. People take the pocket watch and put it in front of you. It's not like that. It was totally natural. It felt great, especially after the
Yeah,
Thai massage. It was so you combined Thai massage with hypnotherapy or hypnotism. Um,
yeah.
how does that? Did you think of that yourself? Have you heard of this before? Because it sounds good. HypnoThai. It sounds like
HypnoThai. It's
yeah,
great,
it's
isn't
so
it?
good, beautiful sounding. Did you make that up, or is that a thing you've heard before?
I kind of made it up because it started with, I was giving a guy a massage on the table, like
Hmm.
traditional massage. And the subject came up. He was talking about how he wanted to lose weight and that he was struggling with it. And I just threw it in. I said, well, I do hypnosis and I do these weight release programs. So if you want to try that, we could do that. And then he proceeded to say how he had been for hypnotherapy and it didn't work. And the guy was supposedly awesome, very well known. Uh,
Hmm.
and then I said, well, when you take massage or body work, you become really relaxed. So why don't we try just throwing in some, like, it was only a brief, like 15 minutes at the end of his session.